Welcome back to Steve Robb Reviews. Today's video is going to be all about all of you out there that have these compact portable bandsaws. This one here is my Milwaukee. I have nothing bad to say about it. They are just as good as everybody else's. And to tell you the truth, most major brands, well, they all do the same thing, right? They cut good, they last a long time, and but very few have the warranty of Milwaukee. So I will say the Milwaukee warranty, well, it is far superior to most other particular brands. But today's video is going to be all about the band saw blades themselves. And should you buy, stick with the brand with Milwaukee and buy their saws, their blades, and or you should try somebody else's, and it's completely up to you. But what I've been doing is I've been doing a little bit of experimenting and using other brands as well. And this is a brand that I've been going with for a while now. And this particular one is just a regular bimetal straight pitch, and this one here is 24 teeth per inch. And if you look on the back of these, well, it gives you all the instructions. You can look on their website. And Morse is a well-known American brand that's been around for a long time. And I pay $10 a blade. So I'm not too sure exactly, what the costs are in the rest of the world. I pay $10 a blade, and I am pretty impressed at what the results are. For me, I'm just cutting a piece of pipe, and that's about it. So I mean, don't ask me all the ins and outs of the technology, and it cuts good for me. I'm happy. C'est la vie, right? So, but what today I've done is I've actually gone to a new blade that I've done a lot of reading about, and this package has never been opened yet. Just came today. And again, these were $10 each. There's 3 in a pack. And these are, well, it's much different than the other ones. First of all, you can see at the top here, cobalt. And then down the bottom here, you see it says bimetal variable pitch. And it's not 24 threads per inch. 14 to 18, not threads, but teeth per inch. So I'm going to try these ones out here. I got a little bit of a mock-up ready to go here. And I'm going to take the 24 teeth per inch that I have on the saw right now off, and I'm going to put one of these on. But I'm going to show you on the saw itself how easy it is just to change these blades. I mean, it's very simple. A lot of people that are thinking about maybe buying one of these tools, well, you know what? Very simple to operate, variable speed. It's got a light, it's got all the features like everything else, right? And I'm just going to show you how to take a blade off and how easy it is. So let's get to that right now. Okay, so before we go and change the blade on the saw, I just thought I'd show you the differences in the blades up close. And you can see this is these are 2 original Milwaukee blades, 10 teeth per inch, 14 teeth per inch, and then you can see down here 24, right? And this here, I just put it on myself because doesn't have the identifier on the Morses like they do on the Milwaukee. Milwaukee is an awesome blade. I got no complaints with it at all. But in my part of the world, the Milwaukee blade is about $15 more for a pack of 3. So I thought I'd try the Morse, and I went through 2 of these blades. I got 1 left, and I don't want to run short. And I thought I'd try the bimetal cobalt and see how good it does. Now, I will tell you that I have seen a lot of reviews online, and of course a lot of people like to check the reviews, right? And a lot of people complain that they use the blade a couple of times and the blade breaks. Well, I've never, and you can see this is where the blade attachment was here when they've polished it. I have never broken a blade yet. Whether it's been Milwaukee or it's been Morse, it's never broken a blade. So this is just a regular, bimetal blade, and you know, the whole idea behind the straight pitch and the variable pitch, well, I am not exactly too sure about. But in the research that I've done, I thought I'd go with the 18 to 14 variable pitch cobalt and see how it does, because these cut good as well, and I'd like to see how good the variable pitch does, and they've added the word cobalt. So for me, I thought for the same price, $10 each, I'd give it a try. So when you go over to the saw, first thing you can notice is it's got this lever. And that's all you do is just push this lever up and you flip it over. I mean, and you just pull the blade off. I mean, it's that easy. I mean, you can't make a mistake. And of course, they even show you the direction of travel. So let me just change this over, and then I'll show you what I got set up here for a demonstration. I have to cut this pipe anyways for a nice clean edge for a project, and we're going to try out the differences between the regular straight pitch, and we're going to go with this one here, which is the variable pitch. And as you can see at the top here, there's nothing, and this one here indicates cobalt. Now, I don't know how much that does for you, but we're going to go with it, right? So let's go over to the mock-up here of where I'm going to cut my pipe, and I'll show you the setup. Okay, so this is the setup right here, and I've got this pipe on my three-legged sawhorse and ratchet strapped down. And if you've never seen how to build a three-legged sawhorse, I'll put a link down below so you can build one of these. Last you a lifetime, super heavy duty. Okay, so now we're going to come to the end here, and you can see, yeah, that's a pretty crusty end. And this pipe is about, well, a little bit more than 3/16, and the outside diameter is just under 4 inch. So let's get cutting here, and let's see how this variable pitch cobalt blade does. Okay, you ready? I got you all zoomed in there, and it has a light. The saw blade is on. It has a variable speed. I've got it at the highest speed, and let's get to it right now. Okay, so let's just look at the results, because if I was watching a YouTube video, I'd want to know what the blade looks like after. And I will tell you something, it looks almost like exactly the same. There's just a little slight bit of discoloration. I did not use any lubrication at all on this, and for the most part, I don't use lubrication. Now, that is a pretty good cut as far as I'm concerned. What do you think? But I'm telling you, the difference between the two blades, the variable pitch and the straight pitch, what do I think? Well, I'll tell you something. For the amount of times that I've been cutting, I have lots of this pipe. I've cut this pipe a lot. This is by far the best cut that I've seen. You know, it's very difficult to make a YouTube video, to tell you the truth, and show different pitches and how good they cut, because you'd have to actually get the feel of using the machine, trying the blades out, and be able to judge for yourself if you can tell a difference. I can obviously myself tell a huge difference. I will be going with the new blades from now on. This variable pitch has sold me. I mean, I think it's just incredible. I don't apply any weight at all to pushing down on the compact bandsaw itself. I just let it do its own thing, and when you get close to the end, you just kind of rock it a bit. And this is where you got that little bit of a peel over on the end here. But you know what? I can't ask for anything more, right? For 10 bucks a blade. And I did not use any lubricant at all. There's a lot of, I guess, forums are talking about using a lubricant, and if you're using the blades excessively to get them hot, like I tell you, I could touch this blade right after and it's like just warm, that's about it. So I mean, it's not like I'm smoking the blade on this kind of a thing. So my idea is to just see if there's a difference between the blades. If you want to go with Milwaukee or any other brand is fine. I just thought I'd try this particular brand that I'm sticking with. I'm going to stay with this brand, and I'm going to stay with the variable pitch. I think it does a much better job. And the Cobalt part, well, I don't know. I just seen the label, you know, and you know, you see Cobalt and you figure, okay, maybe it's going to cut better, right? Well, in my opinion, yeah, I can notice a huge difference. So that's my review today. I hope you liked it, and it's a little bit of an insight to, you know, the products that are out there. And, you know, which blade should you get? What kind of pitch? Well, the best thing to do is go on their websites, and you can get all the information you want to cut the particular material that you want to cut. But in my experience, the harder the material, the thinner gauge the material is, you go with a, you know, a higher, you know, tooth pitch. And if you want to cut wood on this, it does an awesome job on wood, but you got to get down to like maybe 6 teeth per inch, and it does an awesome job even on wood. So thank you very much for joining me here today. Come back again if you haven't seen this channel before. Well, this is a review channel where you get real reviews, where I buy all the products myself, I use them myself, and I review them myself too. Cheers.